we are rolling.
So, on the way to Morning Marsh, um, you happen to see another island in the on the horizon, and your taste for adventure, I imagine, pulls you in that direction.
But of course.
Of course, it seems the rest of your team is busy and/or adventured out, so they do not join you as the boat docks on a seemingly, I wouldn't say uninhabited, because you can never assume it's uninhabited, but there's no great port village or anything. As you get closer, you notice it's just there's a kind of more clear area that you can anchor. So you anchor there, and you as always when getting onto an island are welcomed by the smell of grass and dirt and the sound of the occasional bird, something you don't really get as much in the sea besides those dirty sky rats. Do you venture onward into the island?
Of course.
Of course. It's not long before you find a path that seemingly leads somewhere. It's so...
Just right. Day one. Pulls out a turn off day one.
Alright, beautiful. You'll be here for years, so it's a good thing to start that. And it's clear it was man-made. And it's especially clear as after walking for about an hour, you find a clear indication of people. That is people.
Ooh.
Nobody's talking or anything. It's not like bustle or anything. You see what looks like a few houses. Most of them are the same. You hear the rushing of kind of a split river that goes through here, and the path followed along the river, I should point out. And today, you notice a lot of people are out because it's kind of warmer. It's nicer. It's about early to midday by the time you get here. It seems some people are just sitting out. Some people look like they're setting some stuff up. Some people just look like they're doing whatever. But yeah, and actually, you know what? We'll say there you go. So it's probably more like that. So you see these two probably, and that's about it. And then this boat kind of creaking in the water. This individual is seemingly just sitting on a chair, rocking back and forth. And this one is just looks like they're messing around with stuff, moving stuff around.
I've encountered the native inhabitants of this.
They look like normal people.
They look normal. That's very strange for our time.
Yeah, it's very strange for nominal stretch. The most normal fucking part of speech. It's almost like the tutorial level of worlds.
Alright, he'll approach then.
Okay. When you approach, this individual will notice you almost immediately. And they will smile at you and wave.
He will wave back and give a joyous hello.
He kind of smiles and creaks. But he has a big old kind of happy smile. It's not like a subtle white people smile. It's a big old smile.
How are you doing?
He gives you a thumbs up.
Okay, people don't speak here. Notes down.
Do you say that out loud, like loudly enough for him to hear you, or do you say that just kind of under your breath?
Under my breath. As he puts
Yeah.
it, he literally is just writing it down. He's assumed. Or at least he wants that to be it so that he can make this more interesting so far.
Okay.
As he continues on.
Okay. This person's not facing you. They don't even really notice you.
Of course. He's just mostly facing the old man as he just continues going. Sir, good sir, do you happen to have, say, a small trouble or a quest, perhaps?
He seems to make a chuckling face. No sound comes out. And as you say that, this girl turns around like and looks at you.
And then I look at her. And she looks at me, and I look at her.
You start singing like that?
No.
Okay. She raises an eyebrow and then looks at old man. Old man looks at her and smiles. She looks at you and says, who are you?
Well, hello. My name is...
I don't like the way this tone is starting.
Okay, then. Well, I'll skip to the introductions, then.
God, she has her hand on her knife.
Right, okay. Another Jinx person.
I'm sorry.
No, I just know a friend that usually sticks to pulling out the knife first thing.
Well, we don't do too well with visitors around here.
He seems awfully friendly for that sort of statement.
Well, that's just how Hallam is. He's a friendly guy.
Well, I mean, I think we should all take a page from his book then. I mean, he's enjoying life, right? You're enjoying life, right? Hallam?
He slaps his knee and starts making chuckling face without making noise.
See? Great guy. Great guy. Except, I mean, is it normal? No sound? Is he,
He had a bit of an accident in the past.
I'm so sorry, sir.
He shrugs. He shrugs and nods.
You're still alive with the party, though.
He gives you a finger gun.
See? Great guy.
Yes. He's quite the guy. And what can I do you for, sir? I imagine if you were going to rob us, you would have done it already.
I mean, why would I immediately rob a place I don't know about yet?
You're right. So, should I stab you now, or should I wait?
I mean, most protocols would say that, keep a close eye on me, stay very close, and just be ready to stab me at a moment's notice, really.
I feel like it would be a lot easier to just stab you now.
Except, you don't know who I am. And if I was someone dangerous, or someone with friends at all, or someone with any sort of benefactors, then you've just made your life 10 times more harder. Which is why
Honestly,
cautious about these sort of things.
Honestly, if I took the stab first approach more often, I feel like we'd be in a better situation.
Ooh, in my experience, that leaves you in much worse situations, dear.
Alright, so, random stranger, you came here to give me terrible advice and then walk off while I'm talking. That's fine. Nope, go ahead.
Right here.
No,
I'm still here. Here.
Were you backing up walking? What is that?
I'm just sitting down. I'm relaxed.
Okay.
You're relaxed. We're all good.
I'm not relaxed. I'm not relaxed at all.
Not yet, you're not.
Can I get some information on why you're here?
My name is Captain Blood. I'm just passing through the area.
Captain Blood doesn't sound like a very friendly name.
It's a captain name, normal name. I mean, what's
No,
your
it's
name?
not. A normal name is like Joanna.
No.
She gestures to herself.
Right. Well, I've met a Mike. That's a chest. A maximum sheep. We have very weird names everywhere all over the place. If I was foreign, that'd be like an insult or something. But it's nice to meet you, Joanna. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Sure. Well, what did he say he was doing? I don't remember.
I can't remember yet. I talk too fast, even for myself.
Yeah. So yeah, what were you doing? I don't remember what you said. You talked too fast.
I talk just as fast as I was born to talk. But, if you must know, I'm just exploring.
Alright. Well, try not to impede while you're exploring.
Impede?
I'd prefer if you didn't, be annoying. She shrugs.
Have I been annoying so far?
Well, I was going to finish what I was doing, and then you interrupted me.
You talk to me.
I'm sorry, I should have trusted the mysterious stranger that showed up in our little hamlet.
Yes.
She gives you, furrowed eyebrow. What?
He gives a smile, like he's obviously joking. I completely understand the mistrust, but if you choose to interject on something, then you can't say it's annoying that you've interjected.
Okay, alright, I don't... Stop your fast talking, I don't care.
I'm sorry.
Just go on, explore, do whatever you came here to do,
Thank you.
and then
Very
leave.
lovely. You don't happen to be in trouble or anything, do you?
In trouble? No, I don't think so. Anyway, I would need some random stranger's help. Take care of myself.
Well, of course. I'm not saying you can't.
Sounds like you're implying I can't.
I'm implying that we can all use a helping hand every now and then.
And you've just decided out of the kindness of your heart to help us.
I decided out of the kindness of my heart to ask.
Fair enough. And then out of the kindness of your heart, you would not request Jack in return.
That depends on what's being asked.
Fair enough. Doesn't even like. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's very reasonable.
Well, I can tell you, people around here probably don't need much.
Well, tell me about people around here. Tell me about here in general.
You got Jack.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, it's only fair. If you're gonna ask me for Jack for something, it's only fair I get Jack for something.
I mean, I didn't say I was going to. Again, it depends on
Well, I guess I'll keep my juicy details to myself.
What about a deal then? A favor, perhaps, to wandering adventurers in the night?
I'm not wandering, and it's midday.
Everyone's wandering for something, dear, and it's always night in our hearts.
That wasn't even clever.
Hmm?
That's not clever.
What do you mean?
It's not always night in our hearts. Maybe in yours. You got like depression?
That's
You need a therapist?
That was not a depression thing at all.
You okay? What's your name again? Captain Blood? I mean, it only makes sense.
Inside of our bodies unless we're
with a name like that. Oof.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus is right.
Really hostile, really
I mean,
fast.
I don't know who this Jesus fellow is, but fair enough.
It got really hostile, really fast.
I'm not hostile. I'm concerned for you, Captain Blood.
Why are you concerned for me? You saying everything?
Your name is Captain Blood, and you're the one who said, "Just sit down." She like pats next to her.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, your name is Captain Blood.
He sits down.
And you just said everyone has darkness in their heart. What a grim view of life. I've had some bad stuff happen to me in my life, but I wouldn't say.
Now hold on.
I wouldn't say.
I
There's
say
always
darkness.
darkness. You said it's always dark in our heart.
I said it's night.
That's the same thing.
It's definitely not the same thing.
I think it's the same thing.
No.
This is where you. I'll do it for you. That's because you're the one with the grim outlook on life, darling. That's what you're supposed to say.
I'm supposed to say that?
Yes, you're supposed to say that. That's your fast talking response to me saying.
Oh, so
yes,
you know
exactly.
my fast talking now.
It wasn't that hard to figure out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, I'm flattered, really. Someone remembering me like that almost instantaneously.
People must not remember you very often.
Do you think this is an event that you'll remember for the rest of your life? Like this has changed your outlook on things?
I wouldn't really say that.
Do you think that if you met me again a week from now, we would have some sort of rapport?
Like a 50% chance I might remember you.
Damn, okay. I thought you didn't get much visitors around here.
Well, we don't, unfortunately.
Well then...
wait, let me reword that. We don't, but somehow we happen to get 2 in the same day.
2? Oh, now I need to know.
Need to know what?
Well, who's this other visitor, apparently?
Well, he came here to pick up a bounty.
Oh, no.
Blinks.
Bounty hunter.
Yes. He came here to pick up a successful bounty.
No, I'm semi-insignificant, I guess.
Raise his eyebrow.
Oh, my fooling is definitely me.
What?
Never mind, it's probably not me.
He didn't come here to take someone in. He came here to cash out a bounty. He already caught them. You really got a big head on those shoulders.
I'm just looking at the silver lining of things, or at least trying to find some.
I've never heard of you.
Thank you, Joanna. I've never heard of you either.
That's fair.
Very fair. But it's good to know you now.
Well, that's very kind of you. If you're not, lying. She shrugs.
Oh, you've been definitely a good spot for a conversation.
Well, like I said, don't get visited often, especially because we're not fans of them.
Right? You seem capable.
Capable of what?
Of many things.
I'd like to think so.
to have some muscle here.
Is this some kind of like sexual thing?
Oh, well, I mean, if you're asking.
That's really gross. It's a weird way to. I don't like that.
You imply it.
I don't like that at all.
You immediately thought of something
I didn't
sexual.
imply anything. You just asked me to show me your arms.
Yeah, dual flex. That's it.
I don't know, fucking.
No,
She doesn't say fucking. That's a Kareem thing.
That's a Kareem thing.
Yeah. Give me a second, actually, so I can determine.
Trying to
She has a
assess
good
this
flight.
person's stats.
I know. I am trying to also assess them for you.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to see which. Yeah, so she flexes and she's got decent, like she's got more like toned muscles, but it's like it's like you know the white muscle where it's like they're strong, but it's like farmer strength.
Farmer strength. Ah, yes, yes.
Which is the most powerful of all.
The most powerful strength of all. Nice. Okay. Brass tacks then. What sort of skill sets do you have on you?
Wait a minute. I'm making a deal. You flex now.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Sounds like you're embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed.
It seems like you're embarrassed.
I don't know you didn't want to make this sexual. I didn't want to.
You like to tangent when I'm right.
Huh.
It sounds like I'm right.
I don't think that's a very apt statement, actually. I don't usually tangent when anyone's right at all. It's not exactly a tell, just a normal thing of life.
It sounds like a tell to me.
Well, when communication's about 90% of everything anyone does, then doing a lot
I
of
guess
it's
I'm right
really
again.
nice.
Keep tangenting.
You can't say you're right and be
You make
right.
this really easy.
Do I?
Yes.
Well, then you must
So you want to flex or
well, then you must feel really good around me then.
what?
Just if it's easy. It's easy to talk to me. It's easy to do things. That's usually the sign of the startings of a great friendship.
It sounds like you're trying to get something out of me.
I would never.
I prefer if you were more blunt.
About what?
I don't know what you want.
I'm just asking.
No, it sounded like you were leading up to something. Also, you haven't flexed yet.
You want me to flex?
Yeah, I want you to flex.
Flexes.
You're weaker than me.
Or what?
She punches you in the shoulder.
Ow! Why? Jesus!
That's funny. You're funny.
Goodness gracious! Hold on, you gotta warn a guy or something.
She starts fucking giggling. The other guy, Hallam, also laughing.
Oh my god! I had a heart attack, I think. I think my heart stopped.
Can't believe you recovered from your heart attack, Captain Blood.
I felt my life flash before my eyes.
It must be all that blood.
A lot of blood. So there's a lot of blood.
Anyway, she starts moving stuff around again. That's all.
Tell me about yourself, John. How long have you been here?
Well, I grew up here.
Really fascinating.
Is it? I don't think it's very fascinating.
Well, I could have thought you'd had some, grand, I was stowed away on a ship, and then it shipwrecked, and you were on a...
I was born here.
Okay, though, how about you were born underwater, and then you learned how to walk on land, and then...
I'm not a fish person, Captain
But I
Blood.
don't know that. See, anyone's story can lead 1,000 different ways.
Okay,
but it
what's
only
your
works if you ask it.
story?
I don't have a story yet.
I don't
make
believe
my
that.
own story.
It sounds like you're avoiding it.
What?
You're avoiding my question.
I'm not avoiding your question.
I don't have a story yet. You're like 30.
What?
You don't. You're like 30.
Do I look that old?
Probably. I'm kidding. That's me.
Probably.
I don't know how old he looks.
He looks young.
He basically has striking looks, but she's clearly just saying a number.
Yeah, he's like, well, you know, started off young, sort of grew tired of the usual riffraff and decided I needed something better for myself. Needed to spice things up in my life. And so I took to adventuring.
Cool.
That's it.
Yeah.
Not much of a
Just like
story.
you said, not much of a story. I guess my story, she just quotes, haven't started yet.
Oh, tell me what you've got so far.
I was born here. I grew up here. I don't know. I'd rather not get into everything. You say content?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that sounds like
I'm
something.
sorry. She looks at you, puts down the thing she was working on. Would you like to be stuck on the same island with 4 people your entire life?
Thinks about it for a second. I mean, my island was like 11, I think. Yeah,
Well, it
11
doesn't
is
sound like you stuck with it for very long, does it?
You know, bigger things, bigger horizons. See
Sure.
things blue
Yeah.
on the other side.
Cool. Stop saying all these. Just speak literally.
Why don't you just take the boat and start going off somewhere?
What boat? That dinky thing?
Yeah.
It's not gonna take me anywhere.
I've gotten around on worse.
Sorry, say that again.
I've gotten around on worse.
Yeah, well, I personally don't have the confidence to take that dinky thing out there and not die.
But you really don't want to be here.
Yes, I thought I made that clear.
How about this then, Jonah? I'll get you.
Hallam watches intently.
I'll get you off this island. I have a ship.
I don't have very much Jack left, Captain Blood.
Left?
I had to pay off a bounty.
You had to pay? You set out a bounty on something? Okay, now this is a story.
What do I get for telling you everything? This is a lot of work, and I don't think I'm getting much of anything out of it.
You get a voyage off this rock.
Promise?
I mean, if you're like an axe murderer or something, I gotta like at least talk to the other crewmate members about it.
I am not an axe murderer.
Well,
There are 4 people on this island. If I killed the other ones, I wouldn't last very long.
I mean, I don't know what's going on here. It's like an eating people situation.
No, what?
I don't know.
Is that typical? Have you bumped into that regularly, Captain Blood?
Not regularly, but it's
Okay, then don't assume the people on this island eat people. That's a weird assumption.
I'm not assuming. I didn't assume anything. It's just a theoretical.
Do we have a deal, Captain Blood?
I
I'm not an axe murderer. I'm not gonna hurt anyone unless they try to hurt me.
Alright, 1 voyage. Hold up. Do you want food included in that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like not to die.
I don't know how far you want to go. Where do you want to go?
Anywhere.
Anywhere that's not
Honestly.
here.
Yes.
Alright then, good to hear. I like you, Joanna, so it's a deal.
That's nice.
It's a deal.
Cool. Alright.
And you didn't trust me.
No,
at
no,
first. You
no,
wanted to stab
no,
me.
let me
These are
phrase
the
my
kinds of
part of it.
things you can
Why
do
are
to
you
people
talking
you-
so I can let me say my part of it?
He
dude.
keeps
Why the-
talking like
You talk forever.
Ah.
She arm punches you.
What did she say?
She arm punches you.
Ah!
Silence you.
Ah, Jesus!
Shut your mouth.
Ah, goodness.
She seems a bit older than you, by the way. I guess I can give you an actual description of what she looks like. She has just the most generic isn't fair. She has like a more summery outfit on, I guess you could say. So it's like something for kind of more tropical weather. She looks like she carries a lot of equipment, a decent amount of equipment on her. It looks like she is relatively capable, and she's older than you. Like, not super much, a lot older than you. You can't really tell, but she's definitely older than you. Okay, give me a second. How old is Ulf?
Oh, 26 or something.
You said 26.
I'll double check. I can quickly zoom over. 22.
Oh shit, yeah. He would have been a babby when this happened. Okay.
A rich baby.
Yeah. Let me think. Give me a second.
If I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, so yeah, she says, all right, so you wanted what again? Like exactly
Everything?
everything. What like literally like my
Your story.
life story? Okay, well, simply put, I was born here with my sister. Don't know who my mom was. She screwed off very quickly.
Oh.
Dad was in charge. Hallam has been here ever since I was here. Back there, he's working on his boat. She points over here. That's Thomas.
Okay.
He came a little later. He just kind of hangs out, I guess. Me and my sister growing up here until we were very young. How old are you again?
Me?
Yes.
There's a question about me.
Yes, I know. I need it for a frame of reference.
Frame of reference.
How old are you?
I am 22.
Okay, so you're very young.
I am entrapping.
No, shut up.
Thank you very much. It's a very
Stop
nice thing
talking.
to say.
She punches you in the arm to turn you off again.
Goodness gracious! I'll never get used to that.
So I doubt you know very much about.
Why is it always the left side?
Because I doubt you know very much about that commander fellow.
Which one?
His name is literally Commander.
You can't say that commander fellow, and then it seems like an approximate, like big round.
Raise his
name.
eyebrow.
It's like a rank. It's like an actual
Yes.
rank.
But when somebody says the name Commander, I am referring to the one individual who goes by the name.
You said that commander.
Yeah, okay, you were young. It's fine.
You didn't say the commander.
Shut up so I can finish the goddamn story.
I'm
It's not
sorry.
even a long story. I just want to finish it so I can get off this goddamn island.
I'm sorry. I need. Also, never mind. Continue.
Okay, so this commander guy.
Commando.
Commander, I slipped up.
Just-
God, fucking
Just making sure.
sea of speech. Damn it, you talk way too much.
What do you, listen, as I said before, continue the story.
Okay, I'm not gonna get into the whole story of him because that's not my job to explain. He came here, and because of the nature of my daddy, he killed him. Because he was magic, he killed him.
Wait. Oh.
So he left us on this island, just me, my sister, and Hallam. Like I said, Thomas didn't come till later.
Your sister.
Yes, my sister, Haley, she's in there. He points to that building. She's in charge.
Of the island.
In charge, does quotes of the four of us.
Of the. What? How does it?
What do you mean, what? Why is this so hard for you? How dense are you? You're a pirate. I don't understand how you float in the ocean with such a dense head.
I'm not dense. There you got me saying it in your accent. I'm not dense. I'm just trying to figure out how that works. There's only 4 people here. What
I'm sorry, how many people do you have in your crew?
What executives
Is it
should I
just
get
you?
paid?
Is it just you and your crew?
No.
Okay, who else do you have? How many people?
There's 5 of us altogether.
Okay, and are they all captains or just you the captain?
I'm the captain.
Okay, well look at that. You're in charge of 4 people.
Yes, she's in charge of 3 people.
That's one other person.
That's still less. He like raises a finger. It's like, that's still one less.
Why are you comparing dick sizes of the. Oh my
I'm not
god.
comparing dick size. I'm just saying, in a situation where everyone seems to be living normally, what executive decisions get made? That's all I'm thinking about. That's all I
It's
was
just
thinking
important
about.
for
It's not a
understanding
big
how to.
thing. It's not a.
It's
It's
not.
not.
It's not a big thing. I don't know why you asked. It's
I don't know
nothing to
why
do
you
with it.
asked. I was just thinking about something, and
You're
you were
the
like,
one who asked.
you came at me.
All right. This is a bad idea. She like looks. I don't even think it's worth it at this point.
I'm sorry you don't like me anymore.
Oh Lord, I never did. The story. Okay.
Ouch! Oh my god.
That's it. I don't think there's anything else to
Really?
it.
Goodness gra- Who's the
Oh
bounty
wait.
hunter?
Yes, the bounty. So I put a bounty on him. Not much. I put as much as I had, which wasn't a lot.
Which was what?
Like, God. Let me think, because she would know, because she just turned it in. I only put 1,000 Jack on him,
Okay.
which, paled in comparison to the man with the highest bounty of all time.
And someone. No, I guess someone did catch him.
Yep.
That did happen.
So I just gave it to the man with the highest bounty of all time.
Wait, he was here?
He's still here.
Where?
Few points.
Where is she?
This way.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright then, thank you very much for that information. I am not going to take up any much more of your time. Sorry to annoy you.
Sure thing.
Have a nice
When are we leaving?
Have a nice day.
She looks at you. When are we leaving?
You'll know.
She eyes you.
You'll literally know that this is the only way I can come back. I'll say when I'm leaving. It's okay. I don't think you want to follow me around everywhere. Pack your things, Joanna. Don't eye me. Don't give me that look. I said I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. By the way, because Parslings is a system that requires everyone to be magical, she is magical.
Yes, I know. I was gonna ask that at some point. Like, no, everyone's magic.
You sense that she is, and you sense someone else on the island near you is. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't have a normie. So
I used to be a normie. Then I got
yeah,
eaten
everyone
by-
did. That's how it works.
Then I got eaten by a sea monster.
You can tell that backstory later.
I'll never tell that backstory. Alright, thank you. Wait, I should go say hi to Thomas.
Why?
Because I need to meet everyone.
You don't need to meet everyone. He doesn't want to meet you. He doesn't like strangers more than I do. Well, he dislikes them more than I do.
I'll go meet
And I
them
don't like them very
there.
much. You can do whatever you want.
Thank you, Joanna.
Captain Blood.
Nose fair looks at her, gives her like the discontent
Yeah.
face.
Of course.
Really?
Gives you a thumbs up.
Really?
Yes,
I'm still here.
I was aware of that.
Wow. Wow.
Hurry up! You knock on door.
Knock on door.
1 second.
That's a voice.
Huh?
That's a voice.
Yeah, that's a voice, you dumb bitch.
Alright, let me just...
No, does she actually... Wait, you actually say that in character, that's a voice? Why? Okay, anyway.
I don't think he's heard it. He hasn't heard anyone in that accent before.
I mean, sure.
And also, that's like no, it's actually it's kind of the same. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Pops head out.
Jesus What is the disparity? Okay, hold on a second.
She doesn't have as much jewelry as this picture.
No,
but
no,
yeah.
hold on.
Hmm?
We got 2 old men and 2 pretty good women on this island.
Yeah.
It's like a real big disparity.
I mean, she explained it.
She did. She came and fucking killed everybody. Alright, that makes sense.
Pops her head out.
Hello.
Hello. Looks at sister. Sister looks at her. Looks at you.
Oh, I'm getting the approval look right now, huh?
Basically.
Oh, that makes sense actually. I did the
Opens
same.
door. He seems a bit older than the other girl, but
Ah, oldest.
he seems to put a lot more work into her looks than the other one does.
Well, it's nice to meet you. My name is Captain Blood.
It's nice to meet you, Captain Blood. She's just the smallest. And she's like, my name is Hallie Welch. I'll put her name.
It's nice to meet you. I'm just exploring the area. I don't want to make sure that you knew I was around here, of course, since I'm here in charge. I didn't want to set anyone at odds, of course.
Of course.
And if you need anything, I'm in the area.
I appreciate it, Captain Blood. How kind of you to come tell me you're here.
Well, of course. You live around the area. I've got to pay respects to those that own the territory.
She listens patiently, unlike her sister. And then she nods as he talks. She's like, well, if you ever need anything from us, feel free to ask.
I'll remember that. Thank you very much.
She smiles.
Well, if that's it, I'm going to go now.
Oh, okay. She doesn't have a secret quest for you.
No, he's nervous all of a sudden.
Why?
Cause she's cute.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. She just smiles at you.
Smiles, and then it's like, nah, that's weird. Sorry, I'm gonna go. Sorry if I annoyed you. I'm leaving now. Sorry, no, shit, now she's laughing.
Not very confident for a captain.
I'm getting the hang of it. It's like a underdog sort of charm, you know?
Mm-hmm. She, like, leans on the edge of the door.
Okay, I'm getting vibes, and I'm just gonna go adventure now.
You go do that, Captain.
Thank you. Wish me luck. I heard this, I got the press. Is it? Never mind. Joanna wouldn't lie to me. Oh, would she? Looks over.
Joanna's not looking at you, she's packing her shit.
Would your sister lie to someone?
What'd she say? What'd you say?
Would your sister lie to someone?
I guess it depends on the situation.
No,
But we don't lie much in Nominal Stretch.
I know that. So I feel marginally safe with being open with myself. Marginally.
Well, that's the idea.
You're right. That is the idea. You are smart.
Raises his eyebrow. Thank you.
Oh! You don't have telepathy, do you?
She's just like... She gives you this look of what?
Okay, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Do you need to sit down?
No, I'm good.
You seem a bit flustered in every which way.
Listen, I was just wondering, because you got the look, and then I don't know if you know, through other means, because I don't want to be that guy. Because it seems like a sisterly talk that should happen. But your sister agreed to leaving the island. I don't know.
She takes a breath, like she breathes in.
Yes.
No, I did not realize that. That's not why I gave a look. I gave more of a look of, should I trust this random man who showed up at my doorstep?
No, that was understandable. Again, I didn't know. Okay, I didn't want to be that guy.
No, it's fine.
I
Probably would have just told me and then ran off anyway.
I don't think that's right. So I don't know if she's going to have a talk with you about it, or not?
Well, she's an adult. She can do what she wants.
Yes, but she's your sister. At least say goodbye, or leave on good terms.
I appreciate the concern, but don't worry yourself about it.
Of course I'll worry myself about it. I'm the no, that's not a good way to put it. No, never mind. I don't have a word for it anymore. Jesus. Indigenous? No, that's not the right thing.
Intermediate?
No.
Intermediary?
Invasive? Invasive explorer?
Genius?
I wouldn't say you're being very invasive.
I'm foreign. No, that doesn't make sense either. I lost my joke. I'm very sorry. Alright. Again, if you need anything, I'm around, and, talk to your sister.
Thank you for the kind advice, Captain Blood.
That's what I'm made of.
Kind advice.
Yes, and stem cells.
Of course. Stem cells and kind advice.
Be positive, blood type. Gives 2 thumbs up. And then he walks off.
Yeah, she looks at you. She gives you that kind of that eyes move with you look.
Sure.
Yeah, like her picture basically.
Right, not positive enough to... Okay.
She's very amused.
Do you have vacancy?
I'm sorry?
In the island. The houses, like, come for free, or do you build them as a community or something? What's housing like in this area?
Built as a community.
Right. Is that guy...
Why, are you trying to move in?
I mean, I don't know. The locals seem so nice. I mean, there's Joanna. And Hallam. And
Yeah.
maybe Thomas. I think his name is.
His name is Thomas. Thomas has been eyeing you this whole time. He's like getting fish packed and shit, but he's just looking at you.
Hi, Thomas. Ooh, that's a gruff man. Does he have 3?
Look, buddy.
jewels?
Finish your business and get off this island.
God. Alright then. And then kind of leans on the door frame. He's like, does he have 3 jewels on his beard to separate them?
Looks.
I'm not blind, right?
Those aren't jewels. They're like
Little
bands.
bandles things,
They're like
right?
hairbands.
Yeah, are those gold though? Is that jewelry?
Why are you trying to steal them?
Oh, God, no. I'm just trying to figure this out.
I don't believe they're gold.
It's like fake gold.
No, they're more like some other metal. Maybe in this light, it looks like gold. I'm not sure. I've never asked him.
Yeah, fool's gold?
No, I mean he's not from around here, so he could perfectly have gotten those from somewhere, I suppose.
You haven't asked him though?
It's never been of much interest to me. In fact, I think it's quite interesting.
Are you...
The aesthetic shots.
I mean, are you wondering about it now? Because I can be the brave adventurer now.
You can do what you want.
Thomas!
What do you want,
Are those...
stranger?
Are those gold?
That's none of your goddamn business, and if you try to take them, touch them,
Hey.
or look anywhere near them, I'll
I'm-
rip your fucking teeth. So don't you talk to me one more goddamn time.
Oh, man.
I think they're gold.
I think they're gold.
Oh, for stranger talking. You're fine.
Mystery solved. Thank you
Fine.
for your help, detective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, moving on now. Sorry. I'll stop
Are you
annoying.
sure this time?
I don't know.
Something keeps bringing you back, apparently.
Want me to leave?
It sounds like you want to stay.
I do now.
Just so bluntly.
Joanna told me to be more blunt.
I do now.
I do now.
He giggles at that. She's like, I appreciate you being blunt about it, I suppose.
Right. Anyway, You were probably doing something. You were probably doing something important.
Yes, my mayoral duties for the 4 people on this island.
I was wondering, how does that work? How is that like?
It's just important to have someone in charge.
You just, like, gather everyone up? How do you deal with Thomas?
Thomas is a very kind man.
Oh.
He just doesn't like
Strangers.
strangers, yes.
That makes sense, I guess. It's like a council thing? It's like a constitutional monarchy?
Well, generally we can all agree on stuff, but if something needs to be done, then that's where I come in. I don't know what kind of government you'd compare it to. It works, and that's all that matters.
More like a king, or sorry, more like a queen or president.
She shrugs.
What would you call yourself?
But we don't really have a name for it. Chief, person in charge.
I'd call you a queen.
Smooth. She says, not actually thinking it's smooth.
Oh. Right. I tried my best.
Well, I can respect the effort.
Right. Just okay. Well, I've made a fool of myself.
Smiles, like, just a very small smile. You don't know if that's a pity smile or if that's a, oh, that's cute that he's acting like he fell over himself, haha, cute. You don't know if it's that or if it's, oh, this guy's
It's probably
lame. It's hilarious.
It's probably pity. He assumes pity.
You can assume whatever you want.
Right. He'll finger and be like, okay, I'm gonna go off now and stop bothering you.
Well, I guess I'll see you later.
Or not if you don't want to.
Is he really walking really slow?
No, he's walking at normal pace.
Okay. Alright.
And he's like, I should have said I'm better seen, not heard. No, that's just us deprecating.
Alright. So you make your way up, and then you have to walk another path for, like, probably 10 to 15 minutes. It's not very far. Until eventually you come to what looks like a very strange...
Jesus Christ, no! No, I walk back! I'm going back! No, I don't... Oh, Jesus, okay.
A very strange looking construction. It looks like something that's very old, yet very advanced, if that makes sense. Something that has a clear purpose, that is structurally, or well, was built to be structurally sound, and it does not look like it was those 4 people who made it.
Yeah.
You see a staircase. That's about it from where you're at, because it is 3 levels or 4 levels up, and it just kind of goes up. You also notice that a lot of it is destroyed. It seems not from, well, there is wear clearly and mold growing, but it seems there was purposeful destruction. I mean, you can make rolls for other shit if you want, but as you start to move more into the foresty area, the slight wind is kind of limited because of the trees, but it begins to cool off as well. He's starting to get warmer because it's getting more to past noon. But now it's cooling off again because you're more under the tree line.
He continues to move forward, sees this giant object and is immediately like, oh, ancient ruins, maybe, or something. Treasure. Does like a little scamper.
Yes.
No climb.
Some rocks probably fall as it's stairs, but yeah, some rocks probably, or some parts of it probably fall as you're walking on it.
Ah, traps. Every good ruins. That doesn't count. I'm reaching for that one. Why there's so many?
Alright, also. As you come up here, you immediately notice a few things. Don't move back. Just stay up here, bitch.
I'm so afraid of this man.
You immediately notice a few things. It seems like there are spires surrounding a circular slightly lifted platform. and a big tome, I guess. How you describe it, but it's like a big stone. It's not a slab because it's really big and thick. That seems to have some kind of writing. Some of it's faded, some of it's molded over, some of it's broken. That's what this big thing in the front is. And immediately to the left, you notice. Sorry, give me a second. Immediately to the left, you notice. To your left, an individual that is without. Needs no introduction to you, Alice. Everyone knows who this is. This is Pops, the individual with the highest bounty that is not a figure of speech. And he is eating a sandwich.
He's just eating.
He has a blanket out, and he's crisscross applesauce. This man is huge in person. You've heard stories. You've heard he's a Goliath. You've heard he can crush mountains with his fists. You've heard this man is essentially on the power of a god to take down Commander and his crew single-handedly. Commander did terrible things, and he was extremely powerful. This guy took him out.
And his crew.
Yes. And his crew, who were all as well very powerful. His crew had more bounty than Pops because their total bounty was higher, but yeah. And he's this very large man, but he's not a Goliath. And you also don't sense any magic when you're near him. Like, you don't sense he's magical in any way.
Oh, he's so pure.
And he's just sitting there, snacking on a sandwich, looking at you like.
Oh god. Hi there.
Blinks. He blinks.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said thanks. I'm like, what?
Oh.
No. Sorry, continue.
And then he says, Give me a second. He goes,
Like, what the fuck? Okay.
What?
I'm so scared, okay? It's fine.
And he just looks at you for a second. You're not from Ireland.
I am not one of the 4 residents, no.
Then he eats a sandwich.
Are you just having a picnic up here? Are you doing anything else around here?
He kind of looks off, like this way. Sorry. Arrow, come on, give it to me. There we go. This way. And he's like, after like a second, like a good amount of time, he's like, good view.
To eat with.
Say again?
To eat to.
Yes.
That makes sense.
He gestures.
Do you mind
That-
that sort of company?
He doesn't. He looks at you, and it's basically you can tell just from his look that it's like he doesn't care.
Okay, he sits down on something. So, your Pops.
He doesn't say anything. But it's not like he's ignoring you. He's very clearly listening to you. So it's not like a power move, but it's like
He doesn't need to say anything.
exactly.
Might as well. My name is Captain Blood. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Or to at least see you and still be living.
Takes another bite of his sandwich. And then after a bit, he'll say, "What is bounty?"
Mine.
Yes.
Looking to collect already.
I am busy collecting last bounty. I'd like to point out, Commander was defeated
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Yeah, last bounty.
Yes.
Who would that be?
He takes another bite of his sandwich. Last bounty is Commander.
Again?
He raises an eyebrow.
What, the commander? I mean, you already beat him.
Yes.
He's locked away, isn't he?
Yes.
You're going to fight him again?
He said that he's collecting the bounty still.
Oh, sorry. I thought he said last bounty, collecting last bounty. I thought he was hunting down someone last person. Sorry. Okay.
No, it's not some dramatic. I will do last bounty. No, it's.
Yeah,
it's he's like, I'm still getting the money.
Oh, okay. That's it. He just. Oh, and that was Joanna. Right.
He just looks at you. He's like, he shrugs.
That makes, I guess, sense. Well, not to be a disappointment, but last I checked, I have only a 4,000 Jack bounty.
I remember 4,000. Takes bite of sandwich. It was easier to enjoy lunch at 4,000.
Why, just getting attacked every now and then doesn't spice up the mood for you? Or rather, peace and quiet while you eat?
You say rather peace and quiet while you eat?
Yeah.
That's what he grunts. I guess I should describe him more clearly, like his outfit. He's wearing just like a basic button down, some cargo pants, and he has a big bag with him and some tools, like an axe and like some knives and shit. Nothing crazy. He doesn't have like a giant ham axe shit. Like,
What was it
No.
like? Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say nothing about this man besides the fact that you know him and his imposing presence screams power or something, you know.
Right. He's also like slowly relaxing more.
Okay.
What was it like, actually, then? Starting off from the bottom.
I believe you would know better than me. You are one with more present experience.
I don't believe that's true.
Takes bite of sandwich. Question doesn't make very much sense. You asked
Well,
what was like to start at 4,000?
what was it like to go from 4,000 to where you are now?
He doesn't answer for a bit. Like he's, he's taking his time. You know, think about it.
Of course. Take his time.
But you don't know if he's thinking about it or he's straight up ignoring you.
I don't, but he's a titan. He could ignore me if he wants.
It was not as you would expect.
have time to tell me about it?
I have time to finish lunch. And he will, after a bit, well, not after a bit, but like he takes out like a bag of chips or some shit. And then starts eating them. This huge man and his big hands get into the tiny chip bag.
God.
And he's just like, you think things change, but more people just know you. And some people change how they view you. I am still same man. I am the same man I was when I started, just like you will be if you do not let yourself change. He looks at you and then looks back over at the fucking view. And then he says, what's his name?
Captain Blood.
Captain Blood is not a name.
Oh.
I see. And then he eats chip. he's one of those slow eaters.
Of course, it's fine. Don't all things change?
You say, don't all things change?
Yes.
Perhaps. But something is always the same. Your core, he taps his chest. It is always the same. And if you let that falter, you become monster. You become unrecognizable. At least that is what I believe. He takes chip and eats it. I have seen many who have lost core.
Suppose it's not pretty then.
No. Not enjoyable people. Eats chip.
The respect has got to give you something, though. Ought to be nice, at least.
It does not stop people like you from coming to join me. This is not the issue, but you had no reason to stop. You seemingly come up to me like it is nothing.
I've been told I'm unhinged.
You would be surprised. Most are like you. He eats chip. Respect gets me fear, not. Alright, let me take that back. He says, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like record? The word's not record, but like...
Rapport?
No, like his record, his rap sheet, his reputation, thank you. Reputation does not actually, or the reputation does not always give respect. More than likely in the sea, it gains you fear. Fear of what the person with the reputation will do.
No. Only to some people. I assume you're like a hero to most. It's all in who you stay around.
Eats chip.
The only people to fear you would be people that are afraid for some reason. Whether they're doing something bad, and I think you're just going to come after them next. And they have some reason to gain your ire.
Eats chip.
ended the reign of a king on these seas. That means many things to many people.
Hmm. Commander was no king. He was like devil.
Either way, the reign of the devil is over for now.
Eats chip. I don't know if my chuckle caught on.
No, of course.
Yeah, he seemed to have. You want empathy?
Sure. I'll try, I guess.
Go for it.
I'm looking for... Jesus, what the fuck is empathy again?
I don't remember. Is there not literally an empathy? Yeah, there is. It's insight empathy. So you're looking for diamonds.
Looking for diamond. Fucker.
Sorry, not diamonds. Spades.
Fucker.
Which is worse.
That's so much
Man,
worse.
your empathy is god awful, huh?
I thought it was gonna be in like cunning or something. No,
Why would it be cunning?
I don't know. Reading someone seems like a cunning thing to do.
You know what? Fuck it. Cunning empathy. Go for it.
Thank you, Father. Thank you. Ugh, 5 successes.
Okay. He doesn't seem too convinced.
Why do you call yourself Pops?
I do not call myself Pops.
People called you Pops.
I am old.
Is that what you think?
He says, "Is that what you think?"
Yeah.
No. I am old. It is fact. Eats chip.
I don't think that's why people called you it, though. Do you want to know what I think when I hear the name Pops?
Eats chip.
Why I think people called you it?
Eats chip.
I'm going to assume that's a yes. It's an affirmative sounding chip snap.
He doesn't. He's not. He's gonna keep eating.
Of course. Well, I think it's because you are like a father. Just not in the traditional sense. Through putting away, Commander.
I am father in traditional sense.
Oh, well, I mean the name, then. Sorry, let's stick to the name. That's a story for another. Goodness, okay, I need to know more about that. I think they called you that because you fathered a new age.
Eats chip.
Through ending the age of the devil, as you call him. You've fathered a new age of adventure, of people. I don't think I would ever have gotten out in the sea knowing Commander was around. I'd be much more careful, or much too scared. It must have been like that with thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of other people.
You have very young view of world.
What do you mean?
Commander gone, but the devil has not left.
There's always going to be a new devil.
I have not brought safety to this world. I have not. Well, let me take that back. He just says, you know, after that, he just says, he doesn't say anything when you say, there's always going to be a devil in the world.
Someone will always try and gain power, gain something. It's just a matter of who.
Matter what? Sorry.
It's just a matter of who's biggest at that point in time. And when the devil gets too big, someone has to stop them. Or someone else. Or else no one else wants to get into the pool. But once that devil is gone, sure, that some would say that causes a power vacuum where the fighting will just continue on and on forever, and someone else will get appointed the worst person in the world, and it'll never end. But that doesn't mean that nothing good comes of it at all. Sure, it's a cycle that probably continues on and on forever. But so is the cycle of life. That's just as good. Without what you did, without this new era that you've fathered, I think the world would be much worse off. There's a world full of adventure now, of possibilities. Some might be bad, not all of it will be fun. But people are free to do that. Free to take those paths, to find their adventure, to make their stories. And I think that all started with you.
He grunts and then says, he starts to crumble up his chip bag and puts it into a Ziploc bag very specifically, basically. It's not Ziploc, but he puts it into a thing. Like, he wraps it all up, he cleans up his mess. And then he says, "You are very young still." He puts everything away, gets up, looks at you. "Good luck on adventure, Captain Blood."
Will I see you at the top then, Pops?
By then, I will no longer be at top.
I don't know. I think you got some. I might get there quicker than you think. Time for treasure.
What do you say?
Time for treasure. He looks around.
Time for treasure. Alright, fair enough. Give me a second. You can roll an investigation if you'd like.
I'm not gonna find jack shit.
Yeah, I know.
Insight investigation?
Yes.
3.
You got 3?
Yes.
Unfortunately, you're looking for money, right? Or some source of money, or some way to get money.
Yes.
Unfortunately, all you find is what looks like some remains. You said 3? Some remains of what looks like a tussle or a fight. It looks like there's cracks going like kind of directionally this way, and some of these pyres are like kind of knocked down. So you can tell that something kind of happened in the middle here. But that's about it. There's no source of money. There's no secret chest. You don't find a button. You're like going around. You're like, oh man, maybe if I find a platform, I can go in and I can make money. Like, no, you're not finding anything like that.
Come on. Give me something. Please? No, that's not it. Okay then.
The elder does not respond.
Maybe if I jump. No, I did nothing. I feel vertigo. This is useless. He'll leave after a while.
Alright.
There is a secret around here.
You go and you check again. It's the same.
Damn it! I've been foiled.
Yes, you have been.
I hate it.
You ate it.
Okay, I leave.
All right. Do you? I imagine you go back to the other place. You don't like sneak around it.
No, God. I don't want to make Joanna angry.
Okay, you're still here. All right. And I guess you see probably the last second of Pops walking off. The man with the
Christ.
16 billion dollar bounty.
Jesus Christ. Alright, he walks through. I'll be leaving shortly, Thomas.
Doesn't say anything to you.
It was over to Joanna. Joanna?
Oh, we're going?
Soon.
Yes. Like very quiet.
Say goodbye to your sister.
I already have.
You had a talk?
Sure.
What do you mean, sure? What does
I
that
don't.
mean?
I mean, I don't know what a talk means. Yes, I talked to my sister. I said I'm going to leave with this gross man, and I'm gonna go on his boat. I'm gonna leave.
Are you joking? You called me gross?
She smiles.
Oh, goodness gracious. Am I gross? Hold on. Check over himself. No, I'm fine.
You're fine. Not the best, but you're fine.
I'm perfect.
Mm-hmm. Ready to go?
You said your goodbyes.
Yes.
It was a nice time.
Hallam waves.
What?
Hallam waves.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Hallam. I thought you were Haley for a second. No.
He goes. He nods and shrugs.
Okay. It was a nice goodbye.
Yeah, nice enough.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
All right, let's go.
I need to say goodbye.
What? No, you don't.
I think I do.
No, you really
I
don't.
gotta go now.
Oh my god, you don't gotta stay and hit on my sister. Can we go?
I think it's needed.
It's
Say
just
goodbye, at
temporal.
least.
Bridge of Nozero. She's waiting there.
Just a goodbye. I know you're excited.
No, not her. Like Haley is watching.
Oh, she's never mind. But I'm leaving now. Thank you for your. I mean, not killing me on sight. I mean, I guess that was more Giovanna then. Thanks for tolerating me. That's good. That's good.
Of course.
Okay.
Goodbye, Captain Blood.
Actually,
Hopefully.
actually, sorry to interrupt. I have a question, actually.
All right.
What is up with the ruins back there? Is that like a pier? Was that there before?
All right.
That size a question. Like, this is going to be a while and you don't want to go through it.
It's I barely know much about it myself. It's essentially some sort of magic altar thing. Basically, it can be used to make magic people's powers stronger. It could be. It used to be. It doesn't work anymore. Hallam used to watch over it. He was like a, I don't know, spirit guide for it or something.
Oh.
Fortunately, I never really got much about it because I was very young. Just some stories from our dad.
Is she a parsley?
Yes.
I looks over to Hallam at those words and then just says,
Hallam smiles.
"Excuse me, miss, not to be rude or invasive. But what are your words?"
Why do you ask?
Perhaps if we have the right words all together between us, we can give someone the gift of speech.
Hmm. Give me a second.
I don't like doing it myself, but seems worth it.
You know, oh, actually,
I mean, I wouldn't want to leave you only to be able to talk with Thomas. I mean, he seems a nice guy, of course. Love you, Thomas.
Thomas doesn't say anything.
It's completely for my own gain, of course.
God damn it. Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a second.
I just need voice. Just need someone around here with voice. Come
Give me
on,
a
guys.
second. Give me a second.
I'll do a parse. I'll break my rule.
Um. Okay. She's wearing kind of a I don't know if low cut's the right word, but like the dress that kind of like her back would show.
Okay.
And she turns around and you see a few words going down like the shoulder blades on her backs.
Scandalous.
Her back. What'd you say?
Scandalous.
Scandalous. And you see agreement and concerned. And then she shows one of her forearms and it says steady. And then she's like, I'm not showing you the last one. It says enchanting.
Voice.
It's enchanting, the last one.
Oh, just that wording. He goes, where is it?
Yeah, immediately. What is it?
No, not even. He just says where's, and then he realizes like, oh. He actually blushes.
Nice. You hear like a in the background. Unfortunately, I don't think it's very likely you'll be able to give him his voice back. And she kind of points to him, and then he moves his beard out of the way, and while he's smiling, and his throat looks completely destroyed.
Does anyone around here have the word voice?
I'm sorry. If we had the word voice around here, we'd probably have already fixed it.
Okay.
I do appreciate you offering.
Thank you. Know anyone else's words?
She say you know anyone else's words?
Anyone else's words, yeah.
I know my sister's. But that's up to her.
They're not in bad places too, right?
That's not for me to tell you.
Oh dear. I don't know if that's for me to find out either. Joanna?
Give me a second.
Joanna?
Joanna!
Joanna? You gotta do it in a sing-song voice.
Uh,
Jesus.
what?
No, I'm just trying to think.
Um,
Funny enough, freaking Addy, actually. I could think of a way, or word it at least, to get Helm's voice back if we had Addy.
too bad. Don't worry. Like you can always come back technically.
This is a quest now.
If you want, I can put on your to-do
What
list.
would you do to do it?
Is it a Bree?
Bree's been here for over an hour.
Yeah, Bree's been around.
I didn't even know. Hey, how you doing, Bree?
Hi. Doing pretty well. Oh,
I should-
what were you thinking for Addie?
Addy has baby,
Okay.
so we could do a baby charm to make his because the phrase is new as a baby, or is,
Ah. I see.
so make it fresh again.
Something, so I can give you the, like, do you ask Joanna what her words are?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We're gotten close over these minutes together.
I can tell you that my words won't help.
Well, you don't know that until we try.
Holds up wrist. It says limit wrapping around her wrist. She, give me a second so I can, where they all are. She kind of like, she's just like, what? I'll take my word for it. She points at her leg because she has longer pants on, but they're like tighter, so she doesn't want to take them off.
Of course.
Perseverance. Then she has on her, so like the one arm, her right wrist had limit. Her left knuckles spell out blunt. Blunt.
Thomas?
She has another word.
Oh shit, okay.
Everyone has their augment and their 3 aspects.
Right, sorry. I saw the writing and I immediately assumed. I forgot the other one was enchant.
And then give me a second. Yeah, on her other leg. Actually, no. She takes off her shoe on her left foot. It says impatient.
Oh, that actually makes sense.
So her aspect is limit. Her augments are the other 3.
Perseverance, blunt, and patient. Do a charming enchantment to get this guy a voice. That didn't work.
It's a stretch. Her word is limit. You could say false limit.
False?
Something like that.
I don't have false.
I think somebody has a perfect negation word, and I think it's Addy.
Addy has trash and fake. Fake limit.
Fake, that's it. Which is essentially saying like a false limit. But
Need Addy.
if you want, I can just make it a to-do quest.
Please make it a do quest, and I'll say I know someone that could probably help with this actually.
Well, We would be very grateful.
Well, then prepare to be grateful.
I'll get prepared.
Thank you. Right, I'm gonna leave again. Goodbye.
Alright.
Alright.
Whisk my sister off too hard, I guess.
I will try not to. Thank you for your concern.
Joanna's already leaving.
Okay, I gotta go catch up to that. She doesn't even know where she's going.
Goodbye, Captain Blood.
Goodbye, Hallie.
Then, Hallam waves goodbye, and then a dog comes out of the shack and starts barking at you.
There's a dog here? You didn't tell me there's a dog here.
Bark, bark, bark.
Hold on,
Joanna.
Joanna. Slow down. You don't even know where you're going.
She's fast walking.
Come on.
Alright. Are you crew adopting her? Or is this a Nami situation for One Piece?
Nami situation from One Piece. I don't want to force her into the crew, especially with what that means for her monetary situation.
Oh yeah.
It's like technically slavery. It's like enslaving somebody, and he doesn't want to do
So
it.
currently you're just giving her a ride. You're not going to try and convince her to join the crew.
Not if she wants to join a crew, then we'll talk about it then. But I don't want it to be like Alce definitely. If anyone else on the crew wants to convince her, that's fine. Alce doesn't want to convince her. Alce has problems with convincing her.
Okay.
It's like coercing someone into slavery. He's like, I mean, it's cool and all, but Joanna's nice, and her sister's nice.
Her sister's real nice.
Alce is too nice.
I told you he's a nice guy.
He doesn't know it yet. He's like, I'm gonna be a villainy pirate, I'm gonna be great, and I'm gonna fight Pops, and probably gonna die, but that's what
He was literally giving Pops, like, I didn't want to say it, but he's giving Pops like a big. You can stop the recording now.
Okay.